You wake up on a quiet morning. No pain, no fall, no warning. And yet, when your feet touch the floor, something feels off. Your legs feel uncertain, like they've forgotten how to hold you. Not sore, not weak exactly, but disconnected, unsteady. You reach for a glass of water. Your hand trembles slightly, and a quiet question rises. What's happening to me? You've been eating well. You're staying active, doing all the right things. But something inside is shifting, and not in a way you expected. If you felt this, to not pain, but a quiet fading, then pause with us. Welcome to Golden Years Wellness, where we believe growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser, stronger, and more attuned to your body's quiet messages. What you're experiencing isn't just aging. It's not in your head. And most importantly, it's not your fault. There's a name for this silent change. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. And yes, it's now officially recognized by the World Health Organization as a medical condition, not a normal part of aging. Sarcopenia doesn't announce itself with a fever or a rash. It doesn't knock you down all at once. It shows up slowly, subtly, in the extra effort it takes to rise from a chair, in the hesitation before climbing stairs, in the way your arms feel tired after holding something light. Many don't notice it until their strength is already gone. But here's the truth. You can take it back. Muscle is one of the most resilient tissues in the human body. Even in your 60s, 70 seconds, or beyond, it can rebuild if you know how to support it. And it doesn't require a gym or a radical diet. Just simple, smart nourishment and small, intentional movement. In the next section, we'll explore what causes sarcopenia, how to recognize its earliest signs, and how you can gently reverse it, starting with the food on your plate. Because your strength isn't gone. It's simply waiting for you to feed it again. So what exactly is happening beneath the surface? It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the most silent, yet widespread conditions facing adults over 50. Unlike a disease that comes with sharp pain or sudden fever, sarcopenia arrives quietly. There are no obvious signs at first. No urgent symptoms. Just a gradual fading of strength, day by day. You don't feel sick, but you start to notice the effort it takes to stand up. Climbing stairs feels heavier. Carrying groceries seems harder than it used to. These are not random signs. They're the early whispers of muscle loss. By age 60, you could lose up to 33% of your total muscle mass and not even realize it as happening. That's 1/3 of your strength. 1/3 of your ability to move freely, to stay balanced, to live independently. Sarcopenia doesn't only affect athletes or inactive people. It can affect anyone, even those who eat well and stay moderately active, because it asks not just about how much you move, but how you fuel your muscles. You see, eating enough isn't always eating right. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients and using protein to repair and rebuild muscle. That's why choosing the right foods becomes more important than ever. In the next part, we'll show you the specific foods that don't just fill your stomach, but restore your muscle tissue from the inside out. Because reclaiming strength isn't about going back in time. It's about giving your body what it needs right now to move forward. Let's take the first step. Now that you understand what's quietly happening inside your body, the next question is, what can I do about it? The answer doesn't lie in complex treatments or expensive supplements. It begins in your kitchen with simple, powerful foods that speak the language of muscle recovery. These aren't trendy superfoods or hard-to-find ingredients. They're everyday choices rich in the right kind of protein, nutrients, and anti-inflammatory compounds that help restore the strength time tried to take away. Let's begin with one of the most underestimated grains, quinoa. 1. Quinoa, the oxygen-fueling muscle builder. At first glance, it looks like a seed. But quinoa is a complete plant-based protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, a rare find in non-animal foods. Why does this matter? Because amino acids are the building blocks your muscles need to repair and grow, especially after age 50, when the body becomes less efficient at processing protein. But quinoa doesn't stop there. It's also packed with iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles, keeping them energized. And it delivers magnesium, a mineral that plays a vital role in muscle contraction and relaxation, key to preventing cramps, spasms, and fatigue. How to use it: swap it for white rice. Add it to warm vegetable bowls. Stir it into soups. Or serve it chilled in a salad. Just 1 cup of cooked quinoa provides around 8 grams of protein, plus fiber to improve digestion and nutrient absorption. It is not just a grain, it is a daily invitation to nourish strength from the inside out. And that's only the first of 9. Let's meet the rest of your muscle rebuilding allies. Quinoa gives your muscles the fuel to breathe and move. But to truly rebuild strength, we also need to calm what quietly tears it down: inflammation. You see, not all muscle loss happens because of aging. Some of it is caused by something far more subtle: chronic, low-grade inflammation that lingers in your joints, tissues, and even your muscles, especially as we get older. This kind of inflammation doesn't hurt. It doesn't swell or flare like an injury. But over time, it silently erodes strength, disrupts muscle repair, and keeps your body in breakdown mode. That's where walnuts come in. 2. Walnuts, the anti-inflammatory shield. These small, wrinkled nuts are more than a snack. They are one of nature's richest sources of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, which helps soothe inflammation from the inside out. But it doesn't stop there. Walnuts also contain vitamin E and powerful antioxidants called polyphenols. These compounds help protect your muscle cells from oxidative stress and damage, giving them a better chance to recover, grow, and stay strong. And here's something many forget. When we're under stress, our bodies release cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated too long, actually breaks down muscle tissue. Walnuts help lower cortisol levels, protecting you not just physically, but emotionally too. How to use them: just a small handful each day is enough. Add them to your oatmeal. Mix into Greek yogurt. Sprinkle over salads. Or simply eat them on their own as a heart-healthy snack. They may be small, but each bite is a quiet act of defense, guarding the strength that still lives within you. Next, we move to a fruit so small it fits on your fingertip, yet powerful enough to shield your muscles: the blueberry. Your body is already responding. With quinoa fueling your muscles and walnuts defending them from inflammation, you've begun to lay the foundation for strength to return. But there's still another threat working quietly beneath the surface: oxidative stress. It's what happens when unstable particles called free radicals build up in your body. They chip away at healthy cells, including muscle tissue, and slow down recovery, especially after physical activity, even light walking or bending. To fight that, we need something small, powerful, and deeply protective. We need blueberries. 3. Blueberries, the antioxidant muscle shield. More than just a sweet snack, blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue color. These compounds act like tiny shields, helping neutralize oxidative stress and reduce inflammation right at the muscular level. But they don't just protect. They also help your muscles bounce back faster after movement, preventing that lingering soreness or stiffness that might otherwise discourage you from staying active. And there's more. Blueberries are a natural source of vitamin C, which supports collagen production, the connective tissue that keeps muscles and tendons strong. They also deliver potassium, a mineral essential for muscle contractions and fluid balance. Without it, cramps and weakness become more frequent. How to use them: have 1 cup daily fresh or frozen. Add to smoothies, stir into oatmeal, mix with yogurt, or simply eat by the handful. It's not just about enjoying a fruit. It's about giving your muscles what they need to heal, recover, and stay ready. Up next, the tiniest warriors yet, flax seeds. They may be small, but their power runs deep. Let's meet them. With blueberries guarding your muscles against oxidative stress, your body is already on the path to renewal. But rebuilding strength isn't just about what you eat. It's also about what your body can absorb. As we age, digestion slows down. Nutrients that once easily nourished our muscles can now pass through without being fully absorbed. That's why the next ally in your muscle restoring journey is so important and so easy to overlook. It's time to talk about flax seeds. 4. Flax seeds, the tiny titans of strength. They may look like nothing more than specks in your hand. But inside each flax seed lies a rich source of plant-based omega-3s, especially ALA, known for reducing inflammation at the cellular level. This inflammation, even when mild, can interrupt your muscles' ability to recover and regrow. Flax seeds calm that fire gently, but powerfully. They're also rich in lignans, natural compounds that act as antioxidants, helping protect muscle tissue from damage over time. But perhaps most importantly, flax seeds offer both soluble and insoluble fiber. Why does this matter? Because healthy digestion means better absorption. And better absorption means the protein and minerals you eat actually reach your muscles, not just your stomach. And yes, flax seeds also provide a boost of plant-based protein, making them a quiet yet effective partner in your daily meals. How to use them: always grind them first. Whole seeds often pass through the body undigested. Then add 1-2 tablespoons to yogurt, smoothies, oatmeal, or even baked goods. They're nearly invisible, but their impact is lasting. Flax seeds don't just pass through you, they unlock the nourishment your muscles have been waiting for. Next, let's shift to nighttime, where one simple food can protect your muscles while you sleep. So far, you've nourished your muscles during the day with powerful foods that fuel, protect, and restore. But there's one critical window most people forget when it comes to rebuilding strength: the night. You see, while you sleep, your body enters a fasting state. No food, no fuel. And during those long hours, if your muscles aren't supported, they begin to break down, slowly and quietly. That's why what you eat before bed matters more than you think. Enter cottage cheese, your gentle nighttime protector. 5. Cottage cheese, the overnight muscle builder. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a unique, slow-digesting protein that steadily releases amino acids into your bloodstream over several hours. This provides your muscles with a constant stream of nourishment while you sleep, preventing overnight breakdown and promoting recovery. It's like a quiet repair team working through the night, so you wake up a little steadier, a little stronger. But cottage cheese offers more than protein. It's also packed with vitamin B12, an essential nutrient for nerve health. That means better communication between your brain and muscles, so your body reacts faster, steadier, and with more confidence. Many older adults are unknowingly low in B12, which can lead to fatigue, dizziness, or weakness, symptoms often mistaken for just aging. Cottage cheese fills that gap quietly, consistently, and effectively. How to use it: enjoy a small bowl before bed, 3 to 4 times per week. Choose low sodium, no sugar varieties. Add blueberries, a sprinkle of flax, or a few crushed walnuts for an extra boost. It's a simple step, but one that transforms your night into a time of restoration, not loss. Next up, a creamy, probiotic-rich powerhouse that works just as hard Greek yogurt. Let's take a look. Your muscles don't just need support at night. They need nourishment throughout the day. But here's the thing. It's not just about what you eat. It's about what your body can absorb. As we grow older, digestion changes. Even the healthiest meals can lose their impact if your gut isn't working efficiently. That's why our next food does double duty, fueling your muscles while healing your gut. It's time to talk about Greek yogurt. 6. Greek yogurt, the muscle multi-tool. Rich, creamy, and incredibly versatile, Greek yogurt offers a powerful combination of high-quality protein and probiotics, the good bacteria your digestive system needs to function at its best. Let's start with the protein. Greek yogurt contains around 20 grams per cup, most of it in the form of casein, the same slow-digesting protein found in cottage cheese. That means it supports your muscles steadily, whether you're recovering after activity or simply staying strong throughout the day. Now, let's talk probiotics. These friendly bacteria improve gut health, reduce inflammation, and help your body absorb the nutrients from every other food you eat, including the ones we've already talked about. Greek yogurt is also packed with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D nutrients your muscles and bones need to stay connected and coordinated. How to use it: choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Enjoy it as a midday snack or an evening light meal. Top it with blueberries, flax seeds, or chopped walnuts for a triple layer of muscle support. It's not just a snack, it's a system of support. A small bowl that quietly strengthens you from the inside out. Next, we head to the ocean to meet a food that speaks directly to aging muscle: fatty fish. With Greek yogurt enhancing your digestion and protein absorption, your body is better prepared to use every nutrient you give it. But to truly unlock your muscles' potential, especially as you age, you need a special kind of ally. One that not only provides protein, but also teaches your body how to use it more effectively. That ally swims in the sea. Let's dive into the world of fatty fish. 7. Fatty fish, omega-3's muscle messenger salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna aren't just heart healthy, they're muscle smart. These fish are rich in EPA and DHA, the active forms of omega-3 fatty acids. These compounds have been shown to make aging muscle cells more responsive to protein, a process that slows down naturally after 60. In other words, you could be eating enough protein, but if your muscles don't recognize it, much of it goes to waste. Omega-3s help open the door. They enhance the body's ability to absorb and utilize protein, turning every bite into something your muscles can truly use. But the benefits don't stop there. Fatty fish also reduce chronic inflammation, protect joint health, and provide vitamin D, a critical nutrient for both muscle and bone function, one that many older adults are lacking. How to use it: aim for 2-3 servings per week. Enjoy them grilled, baked, or steamed. Avoid heavy frying or excessive salt. Pair with leafy greens or whole grains for a balanced, restorative meal. Fatty fish isn't just about flavor, it's about helping your muscles remember how to grow again. Next, we return to the basics, the essential building block that ties it all together: lean protein. Fatty fish unlocks the door, helping your muscles better respond to the protein you consume. But now it's time to focus on the foundation, the steady, reliable building blocks your body needs every single day. Because without a strong base, even the best supplements and strategies fall short. That foundation is lean protein. 8. Lean protein, the everyday muscle builder. Whether it's chicken, eggs, tofu, beans, or lentils, lean proteins are your daily allies in the fight against muscle loss. Why? Because they provide essential amino acids, the raw materials your muscles need to maintain, repair, and grow. And here's what many people don't realize. After age 60, your body needs more protein than it used to. Not because you're more active, but because your body becomes less efficient at using protein. That means even a small shortfall over days or weeks can quietly lead to muscle breakdown. But the good news? You don't need large portions. You just need consistent intake. Adding 15–20 grams of protein at each meal can tip the balance from slow loss to steady gain. It's about creating rhythm, not restriction. How to use it: start your day with a boiled egg or tofu scramble. Add grilled chicken or lentils to your lunch. Finish with a hearty bean stew or stir fry at dinner. Mix it up. Rotate your sources. But most importantly, make it a daily habit. Because while superfoods come and go, lean protein remains the foundation your strength is built on. Now that we've met your 9 defenders, let's bring them all together into one simple, powerful daily meal plan to restore your strength from the inside out. Now that you've met your 9 quiet defenders, each one working in its own way to protect, rebuild, and energize your muscles, it's time to put them into action. Because knowing what to eat is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you bring these foods together, in rhythm, with intention, across your day. Let's walk through a simple, sustainable daily meal plan, one that fits real life and gently supports your body from morning to night. Morning: start your day with a bowl of plain Greek yogurt, topped with blueberries and a tablespoon of ground flax seeds. This gives you protein, antioxidants, fiber, and gut support all before 9 a.m. Lunch: try a warm grain bowl with quinoa, grilled chicken or lentils, leafy greens, and a sprinkle of walnuts. You get complete protein, anti-inflammatory fats, iron, and magnesium, fueling your afternoon with strength, not fatigue. Afternoon snack: a boiled egg and a small handful of walnuts make for a powerful, no-fuss snack. They keep your blood sugar stable and your muscles fed between meals. Dinner: enjoy a light dish of baked salmon or sardines with steamed vegetables and a side of brown rice or quinoa. This gives your body what it needs to repair overnight without feeling heavy. Evening: before bed, have a small bowl of cottage cheese, your nighttime muscle guardian. Add a few blueberries or crushed walnuts for added flavor and benefit. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, nourishing your body with care, day by day. Because when you eat with intention, your muscles listen, and they rebuild. Let's return to where we began. To that quiet morning when your legs felt uncertain, when the glass in your hand trembled, when something inside you whispered, "Am I losing my strength?" But now you know the truth. What you felt wasn't weakness. It was a signal, a message from your body, asking for support. Not punishment, not perfection, just nourishment, just care. And here's the most powerful truth of all. Muscle loss is not the end. Even if you're 50, even if you're 70, even if you're 90, your strength can come back. Muscle is one of the most adaptable tissues in the human body. It listens. It responds. It grows back when you give it the tools it needs. You don't need extreme routines. You don't need to become someone else. You only need to make small, steady changes, starting with the food on your plate. Every time you choose Greek yogurt over sugar, or salmon instead of processed meat, or a handful of walnuts instead of chips, you are sending your body a message: I still believe in you. I'm not done yet, because your strength didn't disappear. It simply fell quiet, waiting for your attention. And now, it's ready to return. At Golden Years Wellness, we believe growing older isn't a decline, it's a new chapter. A time to listen, to learn, and to live with intention. So if this message spoke to you, if you felt that quiet question rising inside, subscribe to our channel. Join our growing community of older adults choosing to rebuild, not retreat. Together, we'll keep exploring science-backed ways to restore your strength, protect your independence, and feel good in your body at every age. This is just the beginning. Let's keep moving forward stronger, wiser, and never alone. We'll see you in the next video. Have you ever sat on the edge of your bed in the morning? Not because you were in pain, but because your legs just didn't feel ready to carry you yet? You try to stand, but there's a hesitation. Your balance isn't quite there. The strength you used to rely on just to get dressed, pour coffee, or walk across the room feels like it's slipping away. If you've noticed that you're moving more slowly, lifting things feels heavier, or your arms get tired more quickly, you're not alone. This quiet decline is something millions of people over 60 experience every day. But here's the important truth. It's not just aging. It's sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it's more common and more preventable than most people realize. Sarcopenia doesn't arrive all at once. It sneaks in gently. You lose a little strength here, a little stability there, and slowly it chips away at your independence. But what if I told you your body still has the power to rebuild? Not just through exercise, not just through activity, but while you sleep. That's right. Your muscles do their most important healing and strengthening work during the night, but only if you give them the right tools. And those tools don't come in a pill. They come from food, specifically gentle, nourishing foods that support muscle recovery quietly while you rest. Welcome to Golden Years Wellness, where growing older means growing wiser, stronger, and more in tune with your body's natural rhythms. In today's video, we'll explore 4 powerful bedtime foods that help your muscles repair overnight, reduce inflammation, and restore the strength that time may have taken away. And the last food, simple, silent, and spoonful-sized, might surprise you with how deeply it works. So let's begin with something fuzzy, green, and full of nighttime magic. So if muscle repair happens during sleep, the next question is, what can we do to make that sleep more healing? What can we eat gently, simply, right before bed that gives our muscles the raw materials they need to rebuild? It turns out you don't need fancy supplements or complicated meal plans. You just need the right kind of nourishment at the right time. Something small, easy to digest, rich in protein or minerals, and calming to both body and mind. These aren't heavy meals. They're tiny rituals, nourishing gestures that whisper to your body, it's time to rest, time to recover. And over time, these little evening choices add up to stronger legs, to steadier mornings, to feeling more like yourself again. So in this next part of the video, we're going to explore 4 simple, powerful bedtime foods that can help your muscles rebuild while you sleep. The first one, it's green, a little fuzzy, and surprisingly powerful for both sleep and strength. Let's begin with the humble kiwi. 1. Kiwi, a small fruit with a big impact. Let me share a quiet story about a man named George. He's 74, a retired teacher, kind-hearted and soft-spoken. One afternoon, as we sipped tea near the window, he told me something that stuck with me. I don't really sleep through the night anymore, he said. I wake up tired. My body feels stiff, like it's been bracing for something in my sleep. My legs don't feel steady. My arms feel heavier. I miss waking up feeling ready. He thought it was just age, something to accept. But I asked him to try something simple. Eat 2 ripe kiwis an hour before bed, every night, for 2 weeks. That was it. No supplements. No big diet changes. Just kiwi. 2 weeks later, George called me with a smile in his voice. I don't creak like an old chair anymore, he laughed. My legs feel like they belong to me again. So, what makes kiwi so powerful? First, kiwi is one of the few fruits that naturally contains melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. While many people rely on pills, kiwi provides a gentle, natural source that your body absorbs more smoothly. And studies show kiwi. Why does this matter? Because during deep sleep, your growth hormone is released, inflammation is reduced, and muscle tissue beyond melatonin. Kiwi is rich in antioxidants, which help your body fight off oxidative stress, a major. And don't overlook potassium. Another gift from this humble fruit helps prevent nighttime leg cramps, which even more impressive. Despite its sweet taste, kiwi has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike diabetes. Pretty. It's also low in sodium, another win for heart health. And kiwi is gentle on the digestive system. It may seem small, but this simple bedtime ritual can create a noticeable difference in how you feel in the morning. Stronger. More rested. More. That's the quiet power of 2 eggs, a surprising bedtime booster. Now that we've explored the quiet power of fruit, let's turn to something more familiar. Something most of us have cracked open countless times, perhaps with toast at breakfast or baked into a family recipe passed down through generations. Let's talk about eggs. It might surprise you to hear that this humble kitchen staple, so often tied to morning meals, can be a powerful ally for your muscles at night, especially if you're over 60. Let me introduce you to Lean. She's 68, cheerful and warm, the kind of woman who always brings fresh fruit to every community gathering. But during one of our wellness workshops, she shared something vulnerable. When I get up in the morning, she said with a little laugh, my legs wobble like overcooked noodles. She wasn't joking. Despite eating well during the day, she often skipped food after sunset, thinking it would help her sleep better. But instead, she kept waking up feeling unstable, drained, and just off. So we made one gentle adjustment, one soft-boiled egg, eaten about an hour before bedtime. That's it. 2 weeks later, Lean told me, I didn't expect much, but I don't feel wobbly anymore. I feel steady again. That's what the right kind of protein at the right time can do for an aging body. You see, eggs are what nutritionists call a complete protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids that the body needs for muscle repair and maintenance. Most importantly, they're particularly rich in leucine, an amino acid that directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as the on switch for rebuilding muscle. Without enough of it, your body struggles to make meaningful repairs, especially overnight. And here's the challenge many seniors face. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to small amounts of protein. What once worked in your 30s or 40s, say, a small serving of chicken may no longer be enough to maintain muscle health at 60 or 70. That's why it's so important to include a concentrated, high-quality protein source like eggs, particularly in the evening, when your body does its deepest repair work. One large egg delivers around 6 grams of protein and 500,600 mg of leucine, a powerful dose for muscle maintenance. And unlike heavy dinners, a soft cooked egg is light, easy on digestion, and won't interfere with your sleep. But eggs offer more than just protein. They also contain vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults are deficient in, especially if you don't get much sunlight. Vitamin D isn't just important for bones, it plays a key role in muscle function, balance, and coordination. Then there's choline, a lesser-known but essential nutrient that supports nervous system health. It helps your brain send stronger, clearer signals to your muscles critical for preventing falls and maintaining independence. Now, let's briefly address the elephant in the room: cholesterol. Eggs were once unfairly demonized for their cholesterol content, but modern research tells a different story. For most people, eating one egg per day does not increase heart disease risk. In fact, eggs can even improve your cholesterol profile by increasing the good HDL cholesterol. Of course, how you cook your egg matters. Soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in olive oil are your best options. Avoid frying in butter or pairing it with processed meats like bacon, which can undermine the benefits. And if you have difficulty chewing or prefer something gentle before bed, a soft egg is one of the easiest proteins to digest. No effort, no strain, just quiet nourishment. In the end, it's not about eating more, it's about eating smart. A simple egg before bed won't just fill you up. It will help rebuild you from the inside out while you rest. 3. Pumpkin seeds, tiny seeds. Deep recovery. Now let's move from soft proteins to something small, crunchy, and often overlooked yet quietly powerful. Pumpkin seeds. Yes, those little green seeds you might toss on a salad or forget in a jar at the back of your pantry. They may not look like much, but when it comes to overnight muscle recovery, they pack a surprising punch. Let me introduce you to Harold. Harold is 72, a retired gardener with weathered hands and a kind smile. Years spent tending soil and lifting tools gave him strength, but more recently, he began noticing something unsettling. "I wake up every morning with tight legs," he told me. "No matter how long I sleep, my muscles feel like they never fully relaxed. I stretch, I move, but the stiffness doesn't go away." We took a look at Harold's evening habits. His meals were balanced, his sleep routine consistent. But something was missing: magnesium. Magnesium is a critical mineral for muscle relaxation. Without enough of it, your muscles may stay partially contracted even while you sleep, leading to morning tightness, cramps, and restlessness. And here's the good news. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best natural sources of magnesium. Just 1 ounce, about a small handful, provides nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. That's an incredible gift from such a tiny seed. When Harold began adding pumpkin seeds to his evening routine, just a spoonful or 2 before bed, the change was undeniable. "I feel looser in the morning," he said. "Not so stiff. Like my body finally got the chance to rest." But magnesium isn't the only secret inside these seeds. Pumpkin seeds also contain tryptophan, an amino acid your body uses to produce serotonin and eventually melatonin, the hormones that regulate mood and sleep. While tryptophan alone won't knock you out, combining it with magnesium creates a calming synergy that helps your body ease into deeper, more restorative sleep. And as we've discussed before, that deep sleep is when your muscles do their most important healing work. But we're not done yet. Pumpkin seeds are also a solid source of plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce. That means they not only help you sleep, they feed your muscles steadily through the night, giving your body the amino acids it needs to repair and grow stronger. Unlike fast-digesting foods that spike and crash, pumpkin seeds digest slowly, offering gentle, sustained nourishment ideal for overnight recovery. They also contain zinc, a vital mineral for cell repair, immune health, and hormone production. This is especially important for men over 60, as zinc supports healthy testosterone levels, which are directly tied to muscle maintenance, strength, and vitality. All of this from one small seed. So how do you enjoy them? Keep it simple. A tablespoon or 2 before bed is all you need. Eat them plain, lightly toasted, or sprinkled over a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt if you want a little extra protein. Make sure they're unsalted, especially if you're managing high blood pressure. And store them in an airtight jar so they stay fresh and full of their natural oils. If you're someone who prefers not to eat heavy food at night, pumpkin seeds are a gentle option, light on the stomach, but heavy in benefits. They may be small, but these seeds are nature's quiet gift to your muscles, your nerves, and your rest. A simple handful before bed, and your body wakes up a little more relaxed, a little more supported, and ready to move with greater ease. 4. Cottage cheese, the silent strength of nighttime recovery. So far, we've explored fruit, eggs, and seeds, each with its own way of helping your body heal and restore strength while you sleep. But now, let's turn to something you might not expect. Something simple, humble, maybe even forgotten in the back of your fridge. Cottage cheese. Yes, those soft, lumpy spoonfuls your grandmother may have eaten before bed. They're more powerful than they look. Let me tell you about Martha. She's 76. Wise, sharp as a tack, always carrying a book under her arm. But over the past year, she'd begun to notice a quiet change. Climbing stairs felt harder. Getting out of the car took more effort. Her legs didn't feel grounded anymore. Her doctor called it aging. But that explanation didn't sit right with her. She knew her body was trying to say something, it just needed the right support. So, we tried one small change. A few spoonfuls of low-fat cottage cheese about 30 minutes before bed. No heavy meal. No big adjustment. Just a soft, calming ritual to end her day. 3 weeks later, she looked at me and said, "It's like my body finally got the memo. I wake up with more energy. I feel stable again." What made the difference? The answer lies in a unique protein that sets cottage cheese apart: casein. Unlike whey protein, which digests quickly, casein is slow digesting. It gradually releases amino acids into your bloodstream over several hours, providing steady nourishment for your muscles throughout the night. This slow, sustained release is exactly what aging muscles need. Why? Because during sleep, your body enters repair mode. But if you haven't eaten enough protein, or if that protein digests too fast, your body might actually start breaking down muscle tissue to fuel itself. That's the last thing you want when you're already facing age-related muscle loss. Cottage cheese solves that problem beautifully. Just a few spoonfuls keep your bloodstream rich with the amino acids your muscles need to rebuild, restore, and grow stronger quietly, gently, while you sleep. But there's more. Cottage cheese is also rich in leucine, the powerful amino acid we talked about earlier with eggs. Leucine acts like a switch, telling your body, it's time to build muscle. The beauty here is in the pairing. Eggs give you a quick push. Cottage cheese gives you a long, steady hand. And if you're concerned about blood sugar, good news. Cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates, especially the plain, low-fat kind. It won't cause insulin spikes or nighttime crashes. In fact, the slow protein release may actually help stabilize blood sugar overnight, ideal for people managing diabetes or prediabetes. It's also a smart choice for those watching blood pressure. Choose low-sodium versions, which are widely available now. And if heart health is a concern, go for 1% or low-fat varieties to limit saturated fat while still reaping all the benefits. Now, let's talk texture. Some love cottage cheese just as it is, cool, creamy, and slightly tangy. Others prefer to mix it with something familiar, a few banana slices, a dash of cinnamon, or even a little kiwi from earlier. Just be sure to keep it light. Remember, this is a signal to your body, not a meal. Here's what you need. Rest now. I'll take care of the rest. There's no prep, no cooking. Just a spoon, a quiet moment, and one of the most effective nighttime supports you can offer your body after 60. Because sometimes strength doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing one simple thing, consistently, with care. And cottage cheese is just that, a silent hero, working gently through the night to help you rise stronger in the morning. So here we are. 4 simple foods. No powders. No pills. No complicated meal plans. Just a kiwi, a soft egg, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese, each one a small gesture of care. A gentle message to your body that says, I haven't forgotten you. I'm still here. I still believe in you, because the truth is you don't need to overhaul your life to feel strong again. You don't need to chase after intense workouts or chase down every new health trend. What your body needs most after 60 is not intensity. It's consistency. Just a few small choices made regularly, with love and intention, can create real change. Not overnight, but quietly, gradually, sustainably. While you sleep, you see, aging doesn't mean giving up strength. It means rediscovering it in new ways. That steady hand on the banister, that moment when you rise from a chair without hesitation, the confidence to walk a little farther, stand a little taller, and trust your body again, those moments are built in the quiet hours when you choose to give your muscles what they need to heal. And what they need isn't always big. Sometimes it's just a piece of fruit, a softly cooked egg, a spoonful of something simple and nourishing. Nothing loud, nothing flashy, just deeply supportive. These foods aren't just fuel. They're acts of kindness toward your future self. They say, I want you to move freely. I want you to feel steady. I want you to wake up tomorrow a little stronger than today. That's the magic of nighttime nutrition. That's the quiet promise of caring for your body, even as the day winds down. So tonight, instead of going to bed feeling like strength is slipping away, try one small thing. Peel a kiwi. Boil an egg. Toast a few pumpkin seeds. Spoon out some cottage cheese. Feel the warmth of that simple act. Let it be your ritual, your quiet investment in a stronger morning. And remember, you are still capable of rebuilding. Your muscles are still listening. Your body still responds to care, no matter your age. At Golden Years Wellness, we believe that aging should be a journey of empowerment, not decline. That every choice you make, no matter how small, is a step toward more vitality, more balance, and more joy. So tell me, which of these bedtime foods are you most curious to try first? Leave a comment below. I read every one. Your experience could inspire someone else in our community who is ready to begin their own journey back to strength. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to Golden Years Wellness. This is a space where we share simple, science-backed solutions to help you feel your best after 60, after 70, and beyond. Because strong legs, steady mornings, and a well-rested body, they're not luxuries. They're your birthright. And it all begins tonight with one peaceful bite at a time. Have you noticed it lately? Your morning walk feels a little different. Maybe your heart beats faster than usual, or your legs feel just a bit heavier. You pause, breathe, and tell yourself it's just the weather, maybe a poor night's sleep. Then you carry on. But the next day, standing up from your favorite chair takes a few extra seconds. Your arms, once strong enough to lift grocery bags without thought, now feel soft, unsteady. You shrug it off again. Maybe I'm just tired, but it's not just tiredness. And it's not just aging. What you're experiencing might be something more silent, something more specific. Sarcopenia. It is the medical term for age-related muscle loss, a condition that begins as early as your 30s, but quietly accelerates after 60. There's no warning. no pain. Yet research shows we lose 3 to 8% of our muscle mass every decade after 30 and after 60. That loss can double. And with it, we lose more than just strength. We lose energy, balance, and independence. It doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small struggles taking longer to climb stairs, feeling unsure when reaching for something overhead. Then one day, the fear of falling or the effort to get up becomes your new normal. But here's the truth. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. You can fight it. You can reverse it. And you don't need a gym, expensive supplements, or harsh workouts. Welcome to Golden Years Wellness, where we share gentle, science-backed ways to stay strong, independent, and confident as you age. Every week, we bring you practical tools to rebuild muscle, improve mobility, and live the life you deserve. Because aging is natural, but losing your strength doesn't have to be. So you've started to notice the small things. Your grip isn't what it used to be. Your legs feel a bit less steady on stairs, and that morning walk takes more out of you than before. You might think it's all about muscle, just strength, just movement. But sarcopenia, the gradual, invisible loss of muscle as we age, isn't just about feeling a little weaker. It's much deeper. Because when muscle leaves, it doesn't go alone. It takes your balance with it, your joint support, your sense of safety in your own body. Muscles aren't just for lifting or walking. They're what stabilize you when you turn around quickly. They help absorb shock when you step off a curb. They keep your spine upright when you sit for long periods. They support your knees, protect your hips, and even help you breathe more efficiently. That's why muscle loss affects everything from your bones and joints to your ability to stay independent. And here's the dangerous part. Once your muscles weaken, you start to move less. Not because you want to, but because your body quietly tells you, be careful. That's too much. You sit more. You avoid stairs. You ask for help with simple tasks. But the less you move, the faster your muscles shrink. And so the cycle begins. Weakness, less movement, more weakness, more fear. Until one day, the stairs in your own home feel like a mountain. The bed you once climbed into easily now feels too low. And the floor? It is no longer a place to kneel. It is a place you're afraid to fall. And once that fear takes hold, something even more precious starts to slip away: confidence. You begin to question yourself. Can I carry this on my own? What if I fall? What if no one's around? But here's the truth you need to hold on to. You are not broken. You are not powerless. And this decline is not a sentence. Because muscle loss is not inevitable. It's not irreversible. With the right nourishment, the right movement, and the right rhythm of rest and recovery, you can break the cycle. You can rebuild strength. You can walk into each day not with fear, but with the quiet confidence that your body still belongs to you. And in the next part, we'll uncover exactly what your muscles are starving for and how one simple, overlooked food can change everything. But here's the part that changes everything. Muscle loss is not a life sentence. It's not something you have to surrender to or silently accept as part of getting older. Because the truth is, you can fight it, and you can win. This condition, sarcopenia, may be invisible. It may be silent, but it is not unstoppable. You don't need to spend hours in a gym. You don't need expensive machines, supplements, or intense boot camp workouts designed for 20-somethings. That's not what your body needs. What your body truly needs, especially after 60, is something far simpler, something smarter. It needs nourishment, the right kind, the kind that rebuilds, not just refuels. You see, the real foundation of muscle recovery and strength isn't T just in motion, it's S in what you feed your body. Because movement is the spark, but nutrition is the material. And the key nutrient your muscles are quietly starving for: protein. Not just any protein. Not just more meat on the plate or a scoop of powder from the store, but high quality, complete protein that contains all the essential amino acids your aging body now struggles to create on its own. Why is this so important? Because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to repair and rebuild muscle. It is called anabolic resistance, a fancy term that simply means your muscles aren't responding to food the way they used to. So while a younger person might thrive on a small amount of protein, your body actually needs more to trigger the same muscle-building response. Think of it this way: when you were younger, a spark could light the fire. But now, you need more kindling. You need to feed that flame with intention. That's why focusing on the right kind of protein, easy to digest, complete, rich in muscle-repairing amino acids, is the single most important thing you can do to stop sarcopenia in its tracks. The good news: this kind of protein isn't rare. It's not expensive. In fact, it may already be in your refrigerator right now. In the next section, we're going to show you one of the most overlooked, affordable, and powerful muscle-building foods for older adults. It's soft. It's simple. It's full of slow-digesting protein. And it works while you sleep. Because the road back to strength doesn't begin with struggle. It begins with nourishment. Coming up, the humble food that can quietly rebuild your muscles overnight, and how just one small serving a day can change the way you move, stand, and live. So now you know the journey to reclaim your strength doesn't start with intense effort. It starts with nourishment. And at the heart of that nourishment lies a single, powerful element your muscles can't survive without: protein. But here's something most people don't realize. As we get older, our body's ability to absorb and use protein dramatically declines. This means that even if you're eating what used to be enough, it may no longer be enough for your age. What used to maintain your muscle is no longer doing the job. Your body needs more, not less, just to stay even. It is a condition scientists call anabolic resistance, and it is one of the main reasons muscle loss accelerates after 60. Your muscles simply don't respond to protein the way they once did. And that's why many older adults make this honest mistake. They start exercising, hoping to rebuild strength, but without enough high-quality protein, their efforts backfire. Yes, without protein, exercise can actually lead to more muscle breakdown instead of growth. You're doing the work, but your body doesn't have the bricks it needs to rebuild. So what's the solution? It's not about eating more in general. It's about eating the right kind of protein rich in essential amino acids, easy to digest, and able to fuel your muscles for hours, especially during rest. That's where one humble food quietly stands out: cottage cheese. Soft, creamy, and often overlooked, cottage cheese is a powerhouse for aging muscles. Just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese contains around 14 grams of complete protein, the kind that includes all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and grow muscle. But what makes it truly exceptional is leucine, an amino acid that acts like a switch, triggering muscle growth. Cottage cheese is naturally rich in leucine, giving your muscles the signal they need to rebuild. And there's more. Cottage cheese is also packed with casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases nutrients gradually over several hours. This makes it the perfect nighttime fuel, supporting your body's natural repair processes while you sleep. So imagine this. While you rest, your body is quietly working, rebuilding fibers, restoring strength, preparing you for a better tomorrow. No extra effort. No harsh workout. Just one simple scoop of the right food at the right time. It's a small act that sends a big message. I'm still building. I still believe in my strength. Coming up, let's explore how to combine this powerful protein with gentle, at-home movement to spark real muscle recovery, starting with just 10 minutes a day. So now you know why protein matters more than ever after 60. But not all proteins are created equal, and when it comes to healing, rebuilding, and sustaining muscle in your golden years, few foods compare to cottage cheese. It may not look like a miracle food. It doesn't come in flashy packaging. You won't see it in trendy diets or influencer videos. But inside that humble scoop lies exactly what your aging muscles crave. Let's break it down. Just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese, a portion smaller than your palm, delivers around 14 grams of high-quality, complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. These amino acids are the raw materials your muscles use to repair tiny micro tears and rebuild stronger fibers after activity. But there's one amino acid that makes cottage cheese especially powerful: leucine. Leucine is the trigger amino acid. It acts like a key that turns on the engine of muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to grow and repair muscle tissue. Without leucine, that process can stall. And cottage cheese? It's one of the richest natural sources of leucine out there. But that's just the beginning. The real magic happens when the day ends, when your body finally slows down, enters recovery mode, and begins its overnight repair process. You see, cottage cheese isn't just a burst of fast energy like some other proteins. It's rich in a special kind of protein called casein, a slow-digesting, long-lasting fuel source. While whey protein is absorbed quickly, casein takes its time, releasing amino acids gently and steadily into your bloodstream over several hours. That makes it the ideal nighttime nourishment. Why does that matter? Because the majority of muscle repair happens while you sleep. And as we age, our bodies become less efficient at that process unless we support it. When you eat cottage cheese before bed, you're giving your body the tools it needs to repair, restore, and rebuild while you rest. It is like sending your muscles a care package, one that quietly unwraps itself as you drift off to sleep. And the best part, it doesn't take effort. It doesn't require cooking. It doesn't interrupt your routine. Just one small bowl before bedtime, and over time, you may notice the difference. Fewer leg cramps during the night. More steady energy during the day. A growing sense of confidence in your strength, your movement, your balance. So if you're looking for one habit that's simple, powerful, and backed by science, this is it. Tonight, try it. A scoop of cottage cheese. A glass of water. A moment of quiet. You're not just feeding your body. You're rebuilding your future, one bite at a time. Coming up, how to pair this quiet fuel with gentle movements to ignite lasting strength, starting right in your own living room. By now, you understand how powerful the right nourishment can be. But protein alone isn't enough. Because muscles don't just need to be fed, they need to be used. Without movement, even the best nutrition will fall short. And after 60, lack of movement becomes the fastest way muscles disappear. It doesn't happen all at once. It starts quietly. You skip a few walks because your knees ache. You sit a little longer in the afternoon because standing feels harder than it used to. You ask someone else to carry the groceries, not because you can't, but because it's just easier. Each small decision feels harmless in the moment. But over time, they add up. And every day without movement sends your body the wrong message. I don't need these muscles anymore. That's why muscle loss can speed up dramatically with an activity. But here's the incredible part. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't even need more than a few minutes a day. You just need a little consistent movement, a spark, to reawaken your muscles and remind them they still have a job to do. In fact, a study published in Age and Aging found that older adults who performed simple strength training exercises just twice a week saw up to a 40% improvement in strength and mobility. Not professional athletes, not marathon runners, everyday people, just like you. And you can start today, right where you are. No fancy machines, no heavy weights, no intimidating routines. Here are 3 simple exercises you can do at home. 1. Chair squats. This is exactly what it sounds like. Stand in front of a sturdy chair. Slowly lower yourself down, just until you lightly touch the seat. Then push through your heels to stand back up. Even if you only go halfway, you're working the biggest muscles in your body: your thighs, your glutes, and your core. These muscles are critical for standing, walking, climbing stairs, and catching yourself if you trip. 2. Wall or counter push-ups. No need to get on the floor. Stand facing a wall or kitchen counter. Place your hands flat against it, shoulder width apart. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the surface. Push back to standing. This strengthens your arms, shoulders, and chest muscles you use every time you lift something, push open a door, or steady yourself. 3. Resistance band rows. If you have a simple resistance band, loop it around a doorknob or sturdy object. Hold the ends in each hand. Gently pull back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. This movement targets your upper back, the key to maintaining a tall, confident posture and preventing that slow forward hunch many people experience as they age. That's it. 3 movements. 10 minutes. Twice a week. Start small. Start gentle. Start consistent. Because every squat, every push, every pull is a message to your body. I'm still strong. I'm still here. I'm still moving forward. And when you combine this movement with the right fuel, like your cottage cheese before bed, you create something powerful. A cycle of renewal, not decline. Coming up next, why recovery is the secret weapon most people overlook, and how true strength is built not during the workout, but after it. You've sparked the fire with movement. You've fueled it with high-quality protein. But there's one more piece, one that most people overlook. Recovery. Because the truth is, muscles don't grow while you're exercising. They grow after. When you squat, push, or pull, you create tiny, microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. That might sound scary, but it's actually good. It's the first step in becoming stronger. But here's the key. Those micro tears don't heal during the workout. They heal during rest. They heal when you allow your body time, space, and nourishment to rebuild itself stronger than before. And if you skip recovery, if you push too hard without giving your body what it needs, instead of growing stronger, your muscles break down even further, leaving you feeling weaker, sorer, and more discouraged. That's why recovery isn't a luxury. It's the most essential part of building strength. So how do you support recovery the right way? It comes down to 3 simple, powerful habits. 1. Prioritize quality sleep. 7-8 hours every night. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body goes into full repair mode. During deep sleep, your muscles rebuild. Your tissues regenerate. Even your brain clears out waste and resets itself. Without enough sleep or enough quality sleep, your body never fully completes these critical repairs. Aim for 7 to 8 hours every night. And treat sleep as sacred, not optional. Turn off bright screens an hour before bed. Keep your room cool and dark. Create a calming nighttime routine like stretching, light reading, or deep breathing. Think of sleep as your nightly investment in tomorrow's strength. 2. Stay consistently hydrated. It's easy to overlook water. It seems so basic, so simple. But even mild dehydration can slow down muscle recovery, increase soreness, and make you feel unnecessarily tired. Your muscles are about 75% water. Without enough fluids, they can't transport nutrients efficiently. They can't flush out waste products generated by exercise. Make it a habit. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. Sip throughout the day, even if you're not thirsty. Especially hydrate after exercise to replenish what's lost through sweat. Water keeps the recovery engine running smoothly. 3. Nourish your muscles overnight with cottage cheese. Remember how we talked about casein protein earlier? This slow-digesting protein is your secret nighttime ally. Eating a small serving of cottage cheese before bed gives your muscles a steady, gentle supply of amino acids while you sleep. Instead of your muscles starving overnight, they're quietly being fed. Slowly, patiently, rebuilding. Getting stronger without you even realizing it. It's one of the simplest habits you can adopt, yet one of the most powerful. A scoop of cottage cheese, a glass of water, a restful night's sleep, and your muscles? They'll thank you with better energy, greater stability, and a body that feels ready for each new day. Bonus tip: gentle movement aids recovery. On the days you're not doing strength exercises, don't think of it as doing nothing. Think of it as active recovery. Take a short, easy walk around your neighborhood. Roll your shoulders in slow circles. Gently stretch your arms, hips, ankles. Light movement keeps your blood flowing, bringing oxygen and nutrients to healing tissues, and helps flush out soreness. It also keeps you connected to your body, reminding your muscles that you still expect them to show up, even on the quiet days. Remember, growth doesn't happen during the struggle. It happens in the quiet afterward. Recovery isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's your body's way of saying, "Thank you for moving. Now let me rebuild." And when you honor that cycle: movement, nourishment, recovery, you don't just rebuild muscle. You rebuild resilience. Coming up next, how to put it all together into a simple daily action plan, one that fits your real life, respects your energy, and helps you feel stronger day by day. Now that you understand the power of nourishment, movement, and recovery, it's time to turn knowledge into action. Not with a complicated, overwhelming routine, but with a simple daily plan that's gentle, realistic, and most importantly, sustainable. Because true transformation doesn't happen through grand gestures. It happens through small, quiet choices made day after day. Here's how you can start. Step 1. Prioritize protein. Begin with cottage cheese. Each day, make it a goal to feed your muscles what they need. Start simple. Add half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese into your daily meals. You can enjoy it in the morning with a few berries, as a savory snack with tomatoes and pepper, or as a soothing nighttime treat to support overnight muscle repair. This one small step ensures your body has the essential building blocks for strength quietly working for you even as you rest. Step 2. Move your body twice a week is enough. You don't need to work out every day. In fact, you shouldn't. Commit to just 2 strength sessions a week. Choose 3 to 4 simple exercises you can do at home. Chair squats for your legs. Counter push-ups for your arms and chest. Resistance band rows for your back. Even 10 to 15 minutes makes a difference. Think of it as sending a clear signal to your muscles. Stay strong. Stay ready. Step 3. Master the art of recovery. Remember, muscles don't grow when you work them. They grow when you let them heal. Support your recovery by sleeping 7-8 hours each night. staying hydrated throughout the day, stretching gently, especially before bed. And yes, don't skip your scoop of cottage cheese at night. It's a small action that pays big dividends by fueling muscle repair as you sleep. Step 4. Combine movement with nourishment after every workout. Refuel within 1 hour. It doesn't need to be fancy. A small bowl of cottage cheese, a boiled egg, a cup of Greek yogurt. Eating high-quality protein soon after exercise can boost muscle repair and growth by up to 40%, according to research. Give your hard-working muscles the reward they deserve. Step 5. Stay consistent. Tiny steps add up. The real magic isn't in intensity. It's in consistency. A short walk, a scoop of cottage cheese, a few gentle squats, a better night's sleep. Done once, small. Done daily, life-changing. Because the small things you repeat day after day are what reshape your strength, your confidence, and your future. Coming up next, a final powerful reminder of what this journey truly means and how the strongest thing you can build isn't just muscle, but belief in yourself. And now, as we reach the end of this journey together today, there's one truth I hope stays with you. You don't need massive changes. You don't need perfection. You just need small, meaningful choices. One extra scoop of cottage cheese. One gentle set of squats. One good night's sleep where your body can rebuild itself quietly, patiently. Day after day, these little decisions begin to weave something stronger inside you, not just muscle, but resilience. Not just stability, but renewed freedom. You are not too old. You are not too late. No matter what the mirror says, no matter what the calendar shows. Inside your body still lies the incredible ability to heal, to grow, to move towards strength at any age, at any stage. Because what you are building right now isn't just a stronger body. You are building hope. You are building confidence. You are building independence. Every time you stretch a little further, walk a little steadier, rest a little deeper, you are telling your body, I still believe in you. And your body? It's listening. It's responding. It's grateful. Remember, strength is not measured only by the weights you lift or the steps you climb. It is measured by the quiet decision to care for yourself when it would be easier to give up. So today, right now, choose yourself. Choose to nourish your muscles. Choose to move with kindness. Choose to rest with purpose. Choose to believe that small steps still lead to beautiful places. Because the future you are creating one bite, one movement, one breath at a time is stronger than you know. If this message touched you, if it reminded you of your own quiet strength, share it with someone who might need it too. Together, let's keep building not just healthier bodies, but lives filled with freedom, vitality, and quiet pride. We'll see you in the next chapter. Until then, stay strong, stay gentle, stay believing. If today's message spoke to you even just a little, I invite you to take one more small step with us. Like this video, so it becomes easier for others who need encouragement to find it too. Subscribe to Golden Years Wellness, so each week you'll receive gentle, practical guidance to stay strong, independent, and confident no matter your age. And if someone you love might be feeling weaker lately, if you know someone quietly struggling to stay active, share this video with them. Sometimes it's the smallest reminder, the quiet nudge, the kind word that changes everything. Because no one should face this journey feeling alone. We're stronger together. At Senior Fit, we believe aging isn't the end of strength, it's the beginning of a new kind. A kind built not just on muscle, but on care, on hope, on the quiet decision to show up, one day, one step at a time. We'll be right here, walking this journey with you. Until next time, stay strong, stay gentle, and keep believing in your body's quiet power.